Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Fun Day. So, my co host today is Gil, Great Man Prepping. Well,
How y'all doing?
so we're going to be asking tons of questions to Gil, and hopefully, he can answer all your questions. So, during a live, instead of the end of the chat, you guys can ask questions during. So, I'm going to try to be in the chat as much as possible, looking at your links. But if I see if I'm on a video or showing something, I can't see your comments. So when I'm like in this phrase, I can see your comments. So let me see. Let's see who's in the chat. We got Don't You Know? We got Purple Tea Bear, Mike's Chaotic Gardening, Terry. Welcome in, Terry. Lithalia's Little with Melanie. Prepper for All Ages. Welcome in. Good to see you. Wanda Moses. Rick Thalian. How you doing, Rick? Good to see you. Mad Ass Acres is here. Good to see you, Mad Ass Acres. Darth X. Jane Doe. Welcome in. Riverdale Gardens. There's Lisa Word. Mary's Fiber Creations. Shawnee Shave is here. Jinja Ninja. Chef Tech 86. Welcome in. 2%. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Welcome in. We've got a lot of new people in the chat today. Just to let you guys know, if you are new, we usually have a registration video out. But we're going to give two things. We're going to do the StreamYard giveaway tool. We're going to use that today. And we're also going to give the circle. We're going to do the circle. So if you registered under the video, your name's there. We're using this. We're using the gift thing, the circle thingy. Haven't used it in a while. I don't know what it's called anymore. The Wheel of Seeds. Let's see who else is here. Uncle Al just came in. Susan Goulet, Systems and Soil and more. It's the Marshmallow Man. Good to see you guys. 28 people already in the chat. Wow. That is awesome. So before we get started with Gil, I want to show you my 6 inches of soil video that we usually show each week. And I want to talk a little bit about the contest before we ask questions. I mean, all the contests and things. So there's Doris the Cat. Welcome in, Doris the Cat. Okay. So this is my 6 inches of soil video. This is so important. I just think it's very important to listen to and learn, and I can't wait when this comes out.
6 inches of soil feeds 8 billion people.
We already grow enough of all the human essential nutrients to feed everyone who's alive.
Farming is the single biggest cause of biodiversity collapse, the second biggest cause of climate change.
Soil is the most valuable resource on the planet, and we're degrading it without even realizing.
We have come to believe that money is more important than soil. That idea has to change.
Regenerative agriculture is farming that we're producing food, but also farming in harmony with nature.
You're working with nature, not against it.
The more people see it, the more that they realise that it works.
Having a regenerative agroecological system, that is surely the solution.
Soils are absolutely phenomenal in the amount of carbon they can store.
What we absolutely need now is urgent action from the government.
Until you deal with 9 retailers who have 94.5% of them, you're not going to have a level playing field.
Consumers have a choice. They can decide to buy cheap meat from industrial farms, or they can find farmers that really value animal welfare and the environment that we're farming in.
Dad started regen farming for the future generations to come, and that was the most selfless act he could have done.
The people who are doing this are making big sacrifices.
I think the potential is absolutely huge here.
These farms really can change the world.
It's all about the soil, isn't it, really?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So that's going to be awesome when that comes out. So looking forward to that. Wow, what a good movie. Just getting great reviews, by the way. So this week we had my son's birthday party, which was Saturday, and we had another surprise birthday party for my wife, and that was today. Oh man, there's so much food. Gil, you got to see the food in this fridge. It's stacked. I'm like, oh my God.
So you got a month's supply of food now.
Without a doubt. 100%. I'm prepped for it. I'm good. The thing is, I got a colonoscopy on Thursday, so I got to stop like eating a lot and starting to like pretty much do the thing. So I am not looking forward to that pain in the butt procedure. it's gonna be, but got to get it done. If you guys are in your 50s or even your upper 40s, please get a colonoscopy. One of my friends just passed away 2 months ago at the age of 53 of cancer. So make sure you get your colonoscopy. So there's 44 people in the chat right now. Now, just to let you guys know, next Sunday Fun Days back on Garden State Gardener. So hope you're coming to Garden State Gardener next Sunday. On Tuesday and Thursday this week. Wow, we got 2 great guests. I hope you guys share it out. I really appreciate it if you do. And I'm going to show you who they are. And I hope you guys are like, wow. So this is Kelly Ryerson. She's in charge of the Glyphosate Facts Founder, tackling the toxic sides of agriculture. So we're talking about the food you eat, guys. The food you eat. She will answer all the questions. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. She is coming on to our page to talk about this, I think. And I had Juby just came in. She says, I had you at tomato. Oh, I had you at tomato too, Juby. Welcome in, Kathleen Moran's here, 2%. Juby just came on in, and Shani's here. Welcome to Grain Stalker. Thank you, guys. You guys are amazing. And if I missed you, I'm sorry. There's David Gray. We'll get back to you. Okay, so let's learn a little bit about Kelly Ryerson. She talks about nutrition, pesticides, soil health, food as medicine, and regenerative agriculture. Right from there, Kelly just had me at hello too. So let's look a little bit about her bio. Kelly is a founder, speaker, writer, educator, and activist. Over 7 years of experience of creating and leading Glyphosate Facts, an educational platform focused on devastating planetary and health impacts of the world's most widely herbicide. She has an MBA from Stanford and a bachelor's in economics from Dartmouth College, as well as certification in integrative health coaching from Duke Integrative Medicine. I mean, guys, this is going to be an amazing, amazing life. I mean, boom. That's all I can say is boom. She collaborates regularly with scientists, farmers, policymakers, nonprofits, investors, media, and companies to tackle pressing agriculture issues such as soil health, biodiversity, climate change, and human disease. I mean, that's part of what we're growing, right? Trying to grow your own healthy food.
Yeah.
Wow. She's an ambassador of the Rodale Institute, a global advisory board member of Contact Organics, and on the board of directors of Moms Across America. She is passionate about regenerative agriculture, nutrition, and chronic disease prevention, and uses her strategic partnership and creative writing skills to raise awareness and inspire action. So she's coming on Tuesday, guys. So, I mean, wow.
And what time is Tuesday?
Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Tuesdays and Thursdays will always start at 7. I mean,
7 o'clock Eastern time.
7 o'clock Eastern. Yep, Eastern Standard Time. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Well, I'll tell people on Tuesday after my Tactical Tuesday, which is at 10 o'clock, to go back and watch it if they didn't catch it.
Awesome.
That's when they should watch.
I mean, this is so important to learn. Somebody knows what she's talking about. This is not somebody you just find on YouTube or somebody you find, even writing in a paper. This is coming from the source of information of this. So this is going to be pretty freaking awesome. I hope I don't get in trouble with YouTube for doing this video. But you never know these days. And on Thursday, we had Brad Gates coming on. So who is Brad Gates? He's the owner of Wild Boar Farms. This is the guy that created the atomic grape tomato, Brad's atomic grape, And we're going to go show you some of his varieties in a second. Welcome in Gina versus Gina. She has the best smile in the world. I love her smile. She smiles. Gina, you just glow. Okay. So Wild Boar Farms. I'm going to show you most of the tomatoes in a second. So that's Brad Gates right there. And let's see. Countless hours of breeding, a little luck, and a lot of hard work are what has allowed us to impact the world of tomatoes for the better. Our goal is to create the most amazing strains the world has ever seen through sheer passion, with each providing the highest level of satisfaction. So you can read his bio here if you guys want, but let me show you guys some of his seeds. This is his stuff. He's a tomato breeder. So this is pretty cool stuff. We got a bench, shop online. Let's shop online for tomato seeds. What kind of tomato seeds have you guys ever heard? So this is brand new. AAA Sweet Solano. I never had that one before. That sounds pretty cool. Afternoon Delight. Amethyst Cream. But look at the varieties of tomatoes. This is a very popular Amethyst Cream Cherry. That's very popular. Amos Coley. Atomic Fusion. Look at it. Look at that color of that tomato, guys. Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing. I mean, it's just, like, wow.
Atomic Sunset. There's Barry's Crazy Cherry, and that's all over the world right now. Barry's Crazy Cherry. Beauty King. Berkeley Tie Dye.
Oh yeah.
So, and at my gardener, that's the most requested tomato right now. Is Berkeley's Tie Dye. Well, he's the creator of it.
I bet a lot of them are being shipped to California.
I bet you exactly. That's where tomato heaven is, right? Black Beauty, very popular tomato. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's amazing. Black on the outside, bright red on the inside.
And it's a dark red too, which makes it even better. I never heard of this one, Blonde Boar. I heard of Bleeding Cart. So this is not GMOs. You don't get GMO from bees going to each plant and stuff like that. This is years and years of doing crosses and growing with it and grown until it comes good. Blueberry is very popular tomato. Blue Gold, another one. I don't want to spend too much time doing this. I just want to see. There's Brad's Atomic Grape. Brad's Black Heart, another one. That's actually a very good tomato, a Brad's Black Heart. I like that a lot. But interesting.
Just seeing all these tomatoes makes me wish my wife would hurry up and retire and join me up here so that we could experiment with these and she just would decide which ones we're going to grow every year.
Dark Galaxy. Dragon's Eye. I mean, this guy's coming to our site to answer your questions. Boom. Gold cherries. Oh, gold berry, sorry.
Yeah.
Green Zebra Cherry. I mean, I hope you guys heard some of this because you guys can ask him the questions you want. We'll try to get it across to him. Indigo Apple. I mean, this is one of the most famous tomato breeders in the whole world. Lucid Gem. Look, see how the center that is?
Mm-hmm.
But again, I never heard this one. Lover's Lunch. I'm a lover. Not a hater. Napa Chardonnay. I mean, wow, right? This is amazing.
Ooh, pineapple pig.
Pineapple, oinky oinky. Let's click on that.
But it's one of those light colored ones, so it's lower in the I can't think what it is. One of the things in there that the dark red ones have it, so it's better, it's healthier for you, and that looks just fabulous. I mean, that's a lot of meat in there.
Very meaty. And see, when you have these tomatoes like this, it's lower acid levels, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have one of those problems, acid redox and all those kind of problems, that's kind of tomato you want to try and see if there's a problem with it. Let's see. We're almost done with this page. Might as well do all of them. Why stop now, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Pink furry boar. Then you got the pink boar. We gave out the pink boar on his channel, by the way. Pork chop. Oh, this is a tomato you guys should grow. The pork chop. And we talked about that before too. Red furry boar.
He must like pork. All these boars and pork and pig and
We'll ask him that question. What kind of animals does he have on his farm? I don't know if it needs his tomatoes after his animals. Solar flare. I like solar flare. Absolutely amazing. Sweet tooth. Wine. We'll get this one. Wine jug. Trenton's tiger. What's wine jug? He doesn't give much. Fruits are crack resistant though.
Yeah.
He has a little disease on his plants, on his tomatoes, though. A lot of time when you have these crosses, they're not bred for disease resistance, by the way.
Yeah.
So let me get out of here. So that's our Thursday, guys. So Tuesday and Thursday, you would. I hope you guys tune in. Very exciting times for this channel. And actually, we are pretty much booked up for the rest of February with some real. It's going to be an awesome month, awesome month. And a lot of people are watching our videos, our lives after the fact, so we welcome that too. Okay, what else? Okay, so we have if Ramble with the Brums is here, it's his birthday tomorrow. So tomorrow's Scott's birthday. So if you guys see him, we got to wish him a happy birthday to Scott, Rambling with the Brums. And if you guys are still interested in going on a cruise, Alaska 25, you can still sign up. You got time. So check out Alaska 25. I know our family's going on it, so we paid a down payment. Also, Christy Baum, if she's in the chat, she met Oklahoma Fun Guy who we interviewed and did a class with him. And that's pretty cool. Meeting somebody that you had to chat with and went there and you had a blast and you learned a hell of a lot. I think that's absolutely stunning. She sent me a picture. There's Christy Baum. And if you guys have questions on that, Oklahoma Fun Guy, what a great guy. And he knows so much. Check out that interview. And if you guys want to check out Oklahoma Fun Guy, go for it. We're actually going to do a little, it was awesome, Christy said. That is awesome. I'm so happy you went. Yeah, the amount of stuff you can learn off some of our guests is absolutely amazing. A lot of people have classes and everything like that. So jump on it. Especially if you're around the neighborhood. We also had the six contests and a hot dog eating contest. Gil, you gotta enter the hot dog eating contest, Gil.
But only if I can. And I froze. But only if I can use Little Smokies and croissants as the bun.
That's the ones you throw.
I'm trying to lose weight.
Gil's been working his butt off. Oh, Tammy Peach, I need your address, by the way. For some reason, it's not. I don't know if it went to spam or not, but Tammy, I need your address. Yeah, that's the ones. Like if you went to a hot dog, I'm not a hot dog, a sushi place. One of those they do hibachi, Chinese hibachi, and they all of a sudden they throw food at you. You have to catch them in your mouth. That's going to be Gil throwing hot dogs, little teeny hot dogs. Here you go, Gil. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, Al, welcome in, Al. It's good to see you. I'll shave my back step. And Al was actually, I seen him in Corky's chat, Wide Family Farm the other day. Last year, he was the Poo-Poo-Ween contest winner, where we had a pumpkin, and he was the winner. And that was Courtney's going to do that next year again. But that was really, really funny that he went on. If you guys have to check out the Poo-Poo-Ween contest at Wide Family Farm, it's really cool. So much fun. Hope you guys enter that next year. So anyway, we got 6 contests. But if we don't get more people at the hot dog eating contest, how you doing? How to garden? If we don't have more people enter the hot dog eating contest, we're gonna just stop it. And during that live, we're gonna have Jimmy Pickles on, and he just had his movie come on, which is pretty good, cool on Hulu. And we'll have some guests with that, and we're gonna have some hot pepper guys on. So it's gonna be exciting times, guys. And the 6 contests we're having for the channel is the watermelon radish, which the registration video is already there. go to that video, watch it. If you're going to enter all my contests, you got to write all in on that registration video. So every single contest we have, you got to go to the registration video and write all in. Just don't do one video. I'm all in all these chats. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to go to the registration video for each and every single vegetable. And a winner will get $100 and seeds for second and third place of each one. But there's only one video out right now. It's the watermelon radish. The other contest is Detroit red beet, the mammoth sunflower, Dr. Weishi's tomato, the zucchini. It's either going to be the Black Beauty or Fort Hook, and Peter Pepper. So send me some Oscar Mayer hot dogs. We don't have them here in Vancouver Island. Well, it's going to be Sabrett hot dogs. So you don't have to have Oscar Mayer. How about Sabrett? So that's what Darthek said. And Kaylin, here, look at this. If anybody needs contest for tomato seeds but can't buy them, send that person to. Kaylin has a seed packet that she can't grow, which is the Dr. Weichi tomato. So if you need seeds for that, contact Kaylin. But it's only first come, first serve. So make sure you. Look at Wickshire Project. He goes Vienna dogs and mini buns.
That's what I say. You use the little smokies in a croissant. You just take the Pillsbury croissant, roll it up, toss it in the oven, do about 20 of them. They're gone.
Who didn't sing that song, Oscar Mayer winner, when we were younger?
and the bologna one.
With a big smile on your face the whole time, right?
And then there's the other hot dog one. Farmer hot dogs.
So I want to show you guys some of the seeds we're giving out today. I always throw welcome in Pat Small. We got petunia today. Now I'm going to throw a vegetable packet or two in each one. Petunia. So I just go through the list and put them in there, and you get it. Surprise! You get it. Jane Doe, can you write these down for me? And I'll try to put it in the banner in a little bit. Actually, I'll do it in a second. We got violas. I only have 7 strawberries. I only have 7 of these.
Mm-hmm.
So it's first come, first serve. First 7 get it. After that, you're just going to get something else. So we got some strawberry or salvia. And I'll throw something else in there. Some kind of vegetable radishes or what. It's going to be definitely a vegetable in there. Only if you request flowers, and I'll put some flowers. 62 people in the chat. So let me put this and make a banner here. Strawberry.
Oh, Tammy's here.
Welcome in, Rebel Canners.
Yeah.
So strawberry, salvia, viola, and petunia. So that's the 4 choices. And just write down your address, and I'll throw an extra vegetable packet in there. 65 people in the chat. You guys are awesome. And just let you guys, we are monetized, but I don't think there's anything linked to that right now.
Yeah, they're still doing the final stuff on it. So they said, yeah, you're doing this. We're running the final thing on it, and it could be tomorrow. It could be in 2 weeks.
Christy goes, I threw out some mystery seeds last year and surprise, I had cantaloupes everywhere. That's
Cool.
amazing. So before we go talk about Gil's channels, I also do, so I have 2 things. I have the circle, I have the wheel of seeds, where we're going to have the polka. I haven't heard the polka in a while. And we have the generator. So we're going to do both. Let me get some free, I got some, also, if you win yarn, and you don't want yarn, you could give it to someone else, or you could choose seeds. So you always have the options for seeds. All right. So let's do let's do the wheel, Gil. I haven't heard the wheel. I missed the wheel. Let's do the wheel. Let's do 5 things of seeds quick. Sunday fun day. Okay. Did the wheel come on up?
Wheel, I can see it on here.
Okay, I'm just waiting for it comes
And
up
it
there.
popped up on YouTube.
Okay, awesome. For some reason, I haven't been sharing right lately. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm shuffling, guys. I'm shuffling. Become a member of the site. It's worthy. You get a lot of seed packets during the year. You definitely get your money's worth. Okay, here we go. First winner. Seeds. Bring back the polka. Shift kicker. The key is go. You got to be in the live to win. You got to be in the live to win. Okay, that's the first one.
Yeah, I don't see her in the thing.
We're gonna do the hashtag on the other wheel. Guys, I'm trying to get as many people as.
So and so.
Congratulations, Garden State so and so. So and so.
And they're not coming up either.
Okay.
That just means they haven't made a comment yet.
Okay. Welcome in, Oliver Wendell Douglas. Welcome in.
Soil and more.
Welcome. Congratulations. And Sifting Some Soil and More is here.
Yep. There they are. Their name just went by. It's saying hi to Jujubee.
So congratulations, Sifting Some Soil and More. So just tell me if you want strawberry, petunia, viola, and salvia. And congratulations. But there's only 7 strawberry packets, guys. So just to let you know that. Say yes to the chat if you guys want to speak. Tell me yes to the chat. Yes, thank you, whatever.
Shadow 1234.
Congratulations, me and my shadow.
And they're in the chat.
Awesome. So congratulations. There is.
All right. Sifting and Soil said strawberry.
Okay, just make sure you put that in the email. So you don't have to tell me strawberry here. Just tell me in the email.
Yeah.
Okay. So congratulations, me and my shadow. That's the second winner. So that's awesome. They're here. One more. Here we go. Kaylin Strain.
And Kaylin is here.
Congratulations to Kaylin. All right. So that works. That was good to hear. That was good to hear that, Gil. Good to hear the little polka after doing it for years and years and years. So we have three out of 5 winners. And you know what? Let's do a couple more. But you know what? We're going to do it on a giveaway tool. We're going to put hashtag see how good you guys can spell. Hashtag.
Yep, you got it right. Okay, yep.
Campatton Family Compound.
That's my other channel.
So we got Great Man Prepping. Hey, welcome in, Sweet Thumb. Good to see you. Put in hashtag Campatton Family Compound. And let's see how many people, because I know if I was doing this, I would spell it wrong. So you got to make sure you double check your spelling.
Yeah, there's 2 P's in Campatton, as well as 2 T's.
There we go. Entries are starting to pop up. And Christy Baum, I'm so happy you went to that convention and you had a good time and learned a lot. I'm so happy you did that. And I can't wait to have a class with them online right here on Grow Big TV.
Numbers are rolling in.
This is so exciting. Seeds. We do this every Sunday, except for no Super Bowl Sunday this year. I might do something in the afternoon, but we have a party at our house. So I'm not going to be able to do it on Super Bowl Sunday. And if anything, that would have been on Garden State Gardener. But next week's on Garden State Gardener, guys. That channel's coming back. So it's going to be a wide array of things. All right, 64 people in the chat. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming. I appreciate it. Duval City Girl Gardeners here. Welcome in. John Brinkworth. Tammy M. Hook and Rod and Ham. So this is a good way, Gil. See who's actually in the chat. Built on a Rock Homestead is here. Pahay is here. Dawn and Hollow having fun. Riverdale Gardens. Awesome. Okay, here we go. First draw. Boom. There's no polka. There's no polka. Same thing for the winners. Pamela Morrison. Awesome sauce. Okay, next winner. Make sure you look at your spelling, guys. Sift them some soil and more. Yes, you go in multiple times on this site. This could be your day. Here we go. Here's another. Winner is Dawn and Holla. Having fun. Two more. Who's this one going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Rick! Rick won from Australia.
Cool.
I hope the seeds get to everybody. Because there's a lot of problems with the post office, just to let you guys know. They're trying to get everything as packages, which increases your total up considerably. David Gray. Congratulations, David Gray. All right. So we're going to get back to that. Always get back to the contest in a little bit. But just let you guys know, with these, you put your seeds in envelopes. They're considering that as a package now. 74 people in the chat, 75 people in the chat. This is awesome. Thank you, guys. So they're putting Pennsylvania Preparedness. Welcome in. There's Kimmy, ML, Small Garden Dream. Awesome. Always good to see Tammy here. Rebel Canners. Got G Mama Grows. That just came on in. Savage Ear Guns is here. Mm-hmm. Wow, we got a lot of people here, Gil. 73 people in the chat. I haven't had this many people in the chat since.
Yeah, when you notice on StreamYard when they go by, if they have that little like a chain link next to their name or by their icon, that means they're over on the Gray Man Prepping channel watching you from there.
Oh, awesome. Peace, love, and crochet with Deidre is here. Awesome. So good luck to all the winners. We got a lot more to go today. So hopefully you guys can stay with us. Now, Gil has 2 channels. So we're going to talk about both channels. Gray Man Patton and Camp Patton Family Compound. So this is Gray Man Prepping. So let's go right to his videos.
So right now I'm doing a lot of exercise videos. Instead of the Your Prep for Today, I'm doing the exercise videos, but I'm still doing a Your Prep for Today at the end of the video. So I'm getting out there trying to get rid of that last 35 pounds.
So you had Dr. Bones and was it Nurse Amy? I always forget that.
Yeah, Doc Bones and Nurse Amy were on my live stream last night. 2 hours. Usually they only do an hour. They stayed on for 2 hours.
How to line a Dutch oven. That's so important. Dutch ovens are the hardest to clean sometimes, right?
Oh yeah, liner. You know, at Scout Camp, every scout learns how to properly line an oven so they don't have to clean.
That's so important. Oh, this is pretty cool. Grandson's turn, exercising. You know, it's amazing when you do things. Your kids always tend to watch. They might not want to get involved, but all of a sudden when they're bored, they go right to it because they see you do it.
first thing they do when they come over, they get on. They even the youngest one knows how to turn on that treadmill, put the magnet safety in there, set up for 2 minutes, and set the speed at something that's comfortable for them. Yeah. So they should. Okay, we're on day 12 there. Okay, now you can do your prep for today. There's the your prep for today's.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like each one, I got 500 of the your prep for today's items, just suggestions. That's all they are, suggestions of, actually, the very first one is called Brain Aid. And I show people, carry a notebook and a pen. Write down ideas you have. Get off the couch. Blankets. Do you have extra toothbrush and toothpaste in your go bags? Stuff like that. Just simple little things most people don't think about. Get them to do it. But yeah, that's what a lot of stuff is on there. But then the live streams have, that's where we get fun.
Hey, look, I'm live.
Yeah, you're live right now. So every Thursday night, I do the Midnight Ride of Gray Man Prepping. That's every Thursday night at 11:55 Eastern Time on Thursdays. And generally, I start off with picking on California with the news coming out of there and warning everybody else, hey, this is coming your way. California's doing it. Watch out. But then we talk about a whole bunch of different prepping topics. And right now, I would say a third of the topics on the live streams are suggested by subscribers.
Okay. So let me see. We're going over some of the stuff. There's the Midnight Ride, Solid and Scramble, diet. How is the workouts going?
Workouts, I am increasing. When I first started on January 1st, I had to push it to get on the Gazelle up so that it's counter-read 100 calories. I just did 100 calories in 12 minutes, and it took me 25 minutes to do it the first time. So my speed's going up, my endurance. I've actually done 30 minutes on there, doing 200 calories in 30 minutes on the Gazelle. And then I have doing the weights and stuff too.
So as a coach for 16 years of wrestling, losing weight was a priority for everything. So what I was always told from other coaches is your body will not start burning fat until 30 minutes of exercise. So after 30 minutes exercise, your body will start burning fat. So we would go at a slow pace, just moving, just gradually getting the body loose, but constantly moving for those 30 minutes. So it's 30 minutes of movement, no stop, but it was consistent, but slow. And then we gradually worked it up where right when we're ready to work hard, we worked our butt off and we knew we were burning fat. So that's
what I spend about 10 to 12 minutes doing the weights first, and then I'll do 30 minutes of on the Gazelle, and the last 10 minutes I really kick it in there on the Gazelle, trying to get the extra calories burnt in on there. Simple preparedness was a good one. Basically taking it back to the beginning and talking about basically simple preparedness. You don't need to worry about getting all these fancy things. You need to worry about the simple stuff first.
Welcome in, Serena. So one of our wrestlers was like a 1/16 of a pound off of weight. So before weighing in, we had the guy do a headstand. And after you do the headstand, you went right on weighed yourself and he made weight. So by doing a headstand like that, try it. If anybody want to do that, try it out and see what your weight is. It's pretty amazing. You could be that much lighter. Fox it Outdoors. So good to see you, Cliff. So good. I see Cliff when I'm Ubering, and it's interesting because when I'm driving and you're stalled, I watch a lot of lives or listening, and some people I know the exact location when I drive Uber. Uber's my second, third job, and I let the people listen to the YouTube channel. So it's pretty interesting. But I have Cliff on every once in a while. It's good to see you, Cliff. So, Gil, tell everybody, I'm going to get off this page here. So is there first anything else you want to say about Gray Man prepping?
Gray Man prepping. Basically, I'm trying to share my experience and knowledge from all the prepping I've learned since actually before 1971. In 1971, I got into teaching, emergency preparedness teaching. And so I'm trying to share everything I know, because this is going to be, I sound like an oxymoron. I am very, just had a brain fart here, sorry. I am very, there's a word I'm looking for. I want to keep, I'm very, dang, I can't think of the word.
You're passionate.
No, not passionate. I'm very possessive about when it comes to prepping. And some people, well, why are you sharing it? Because I want everyone else to get prepared so I can keep my stuff when things go south. So no one's coming after my stuff. So I want everyone else to get prepared so they can do fine and not come looking to me. Because when I was working at Homeland Security, I was helping run the CERT program. In fact, I helped set up several of the chapters for it. And in the county, in Contra Costa County, I was dealing with every city and law enforcement agency there in setting it up. And I tell you, just about everybody saying, well, I'm coming over to your house. And it's, you know, I'm like, the hell you are. Whew, sorry. You know, you can come over to my house. I ain't going to be there, because if it's that bad where you're coming to my house, I'm already gone. But yeah, this thing is, you know, it's, you know, trying to get people to do it themselves, take the steps, get prepared themselves, so they don't have to rely on someone else's charity. Selfish, that's the word I was looking for. I'm very selfish when it comes to prepping.
Well, who wants everybody to eat your own food that you work hard for when you get in these situations? I mean, geez.
Yeah.
Party at Kills. We're going to steal all his food in his house, and he has nothing left. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Interesting thing. I had a couple of one was a Hercules officer, one was a county sheriff, one was a highway patrolman. When they were moving, bought houses within a block of my house, and they were always coming over. What do I do now? What do I do now? They wanted to have a resource next there for knowledge, and they were putting in gardens. They were doing it. They were doing everything, but they were, you know, they had a question. They come over. What do I do now? This is what I got. Come check out what I got. What do I do now? And you know, that's what I like doing is to get people to interested in it and do it and realize, hey, you're being your great grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have grocery stores to go to all the time.
You know, that's what I loved when I was growing up, listening to my neighbor on his farm. He lived to 104, wife lived to 97. He lived that long. Biggest thing, why did he live so long? He did knee bends and shadow boxing. He lived that long, you learned something from somebody. And man, they still had that great Polish iced tea, and I have no idea what was ever in it. That was some of the best stuff. So,
Darlene, yeah, you know where I live, but you're on the other side of the state of Idaho.
Still party at Gills.
The thing is, though, here where I'm at now, I got the whole just about the whole town, you know, doing this, and we're locking down the city. The city is a quarter mile square. There are 4 roads in. We're locking it down if something goes bad.
So we're going to show Gil's other channel, and we're going to make an all the way return around here. Yeah. So this is Camp Patton Family Compound.
Now I started this when we bought the property up here in Idaho, and basically I just was making private videos to basically the first several of them were just slideshows of all the pictures going on, taking pictures of what I was doing for my wife to see what I was doing, because she was still in California most of the time. And I'd come up here, I'm using all my vacation time from work, and I'd be working on the properties up here. And so I would just take pictures and stuff, and then, you know, so she could see it. And then other people started watching my stuff and say, hey, what are you doing up there? Blah, 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 blah. And so it started going on. One of the things right there, using the sauerkraut. I'm trying to make sauerkraut for the first. And so this was actually suggested for me to do by Dr. Paula Ruffin, was sauerkraut, because it's good for your gut, and good for gut health. And so I'm doing that. I got about let's see, I got about 2 weeks before I test it, open it up to see how it's doing. And then you got the start of the shop project. I got a 40 by 40 foot shop right out the window right here, and it's as you can see there, there's no insulation, no inside walls on it. It's just studs and the outside stuff. Well, it's only about 2 degrees warmer in there than it is outside. And when it gets down to below freezing, it's hard to work in there. So finally convinced the staff sergeant to allow me to go and insulate it. So I'm insulating it this year, putting up OBS siding on the inside as well. And so we make it a functional shop so that when she comes up here, part of it is going to be her wood shop, her crafting shop. So when she comes up, all her woodworking tools come up for it as well. But I'm just showing how things are going on. And I'm also showing some of the stuff of problems out there where the guy I bought it from wired the shop wrong.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm fixing that stuff there.
Okay.
And I'm showing how the weather's going and stuff, like the blizzard warning and the blinding snow. That's the new cover I built over the back patio this year, and it's working great for keeping the majority of the snow off the patio. But I also show people how I do things, how things work. I'm showing all the neat things I'm getting for the place here, for the kitchen, for other things as well. And the snow removal there, I'm actually using the snow rake to remove all the snow off of that cover, because I don't want it building up. And it's, I built it at an angle where it's easy to just rake the snow off.
Oh yeah,
so
look
there
at
it
that.
goes.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, proper planning and removing snow. Oh, wait a minute! On the other end of that row, look at that mail call, double package from Grow Big TV.
That's pretty great. I think you almost have every single vegetable in the book. You have pretty much all of them.
Yeah, and I'm getting more as it goes. And I just ordered a bunch of stuff from. Made 2 orders from MI Gardner using your hashtag Grow Big.
There's the tomato.
Yeah.
So
there
guys,
it is.
if you're here, we have all these contests, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to enter the contest, go to MI Gardner or Mary's Heirloom Seeds. At MI Gardner, if you use the word hashtag, you got to use the word hashtag Grow Big. So it's hashtag Grow Big. You get 10% off. And also, if you spend $18 or more at MI Garden, you get free shipping. So basically, it's like having 25% off your seeds. What a great deal. And if you go to Mary's Heirloom Seeds, you got to spend $20 or more and use the word Grow Big, no hashtag. So check out those sites. We're so happy they're affiliated.
Do me a favor, click on playlists. Now scroll down and let me see if I can scroll down. All right, stop. The upper left or upper right hand corner, where I got this hat on. That one. Not play all.
Hi guys, Gil here.
About that, Gil?
Yeah, go
Fast
ahead.
fingers.
Yeah. All right. So where'd it go? Is it upper? I think it went up. Go up. Scroll up.
My garden
Okay.
playlist. There.
Now go under it. It says view full playlist. Down there you go. That'll just show it.
There we go.
All right. So the first one there, look what my wife did to the front and backyard, is an introduction to it. And then the next one is take another look at the wife's garden. But the best one is the next 2. Chris's Urban Garden Tour Part 1 and Part 2. And she goes through and shows all the stuff she's growing there in California. We do not have a single blade of grass growing on the 3rd acre property there in California. And it's all all the plants and stuff that she grows. I just put in a brand new lawn for her and leveled the front area, leveled it, put in sprinklers and everything, did the lawn. After a year and a half of mowing it, she said, "Can I tear it out?" I go, Tara, I just finished this. I want to put in a garden out there, vegetable garden, flower. I said, okay, no problem.
No problem. Go for it.
Food. It's food. It's gardening.
Yes.
And take another look there. You can see that taking another look there. Those are the trees in the backyard. Where's number 28 there? Yard. And just, we have a Granny Smith, a Fuji apple tree. We have 4 orange trees, 4 lemon trees, 2 cherry trees, 3 different types of lemon trees, tangerine, peach, nectarine, and I can tell you, it took for those and a couple apricot trees, and it took for the ones that were planted from the buckets, the 1 gallon buckets from the from bare root. It took them 4 years to start producing a little bit.
Wow!
After 8 years, oh my goodness, my wife is taking 5 gallon buckets of apples across the street to the horses every week.
That is amazing. You might go. Is there any kind of video here I could click on so everybody go watch it a little bit? Is there anything? Just not the whole thing, just a couple segments.
Yeah. Part 1, number 3rd one down.
Okay. Part 1 right here. Okay, guys, Let's take a look at this.
And this is the staff sergeant.
Hey everyone, Gil here at Camp Patton Family Compound. But I'm in California with my fantastic wife, Chris, and she's going to give us a tour of her garden here in California.
All right, so our garden has been a work in progress for many, many years. We gave up the lawn when we first started having problems with the droughts here in California. And the raised beds became hand-watered beds, and I'll show you the whole bit. But so we don't have a lawn anywhere at all on the property. And what I've got instead of lawn, this is actually rice straw, and it works great because I can easily pull the weeds right out whenever they start to grow. They're just super easy. So it's what we use for ground cover, and it's what I use for weed control. So the oldest fixture, or almost the oldest fixture in our yard, is our catalpa tree. It's a cross between a catalpa and something else, and they grow absolutely fantastically in California. It is drought tolerant, but at the moment it's getting an awful lot of water. And yeah, actually it does look like this in August. That's just the type of tree that it is. So, but what I like
in the wintertime, it blossoms.
It's a great canopy. There are a lot of things here that don't like to be in the beating sun all the time. And so if I have anything that's doing any struggling or anything that likes a little bit of shade, it goes on the structures underneath the catalpa tree. So this is kind of my little area in progress. I bought a whole bunch of 4-inch plants from our local junior college. They have a very large gardening program, and they sell a number of 4-inch and gallon pots as part of their fundraiser. So I got all of these as 4 inches in, I want to say it was in May. And there are a lot of things that I've never grown before, and I'm just giving them a shot. So I up-potted absolutely everything. This was a hibiscus that was only, so tall when I brought it home, and it's working. I've got some herbs in here that I've never tried before. We've got a toothache plant. We've got, this one is an anise, and anyhow, so interesting. I'm still working on plant identification on this one. It actually had come potted in with my elderberry, and I'm like, yeah, not an elderberry. I'm still not sure if it.
Hey, Gil, have you ever tried the toothache plant?
No, I haven't. Fortunately, because she gets on me about brushing my teeth at least 2-3 times a day. And so
if it's a nightshade or if it's some other type of something or another. But anyhow, so a lot of these are just my little plants that I've got growing, things that you know, I do the same thing as a lot of you. I do rescues. Every now and then I'll pick something up that it looks like it's doing really horribly, and I'll stick it in a pot and see if I can get it to grow. But, you know, the strawberries, they're just the little offshoots of my strawberries. Those ones happen to be from last year. Somebody at work was getting rid of some cannas, so I brought home those bulbs and, you know, just potted them. So this strawberry patch looked just like really ragtag this summer when I started it. I have a lot of plants that are actually in the dirt, but then I also have a whole bunch of leaves 4 inches. Now these guys were last year's babies, and so I just kind of set them along in here thinking that I was going to have a husband coming home from Idaho sometime in the spring, and he was going to take all those little 4-inch pots and take them up to Idaho. Well, he never came home. So some of these have actually started
until summertime.
You can see I still have lots of berries. He hasn't come out and raided the strawberry patch yet, or at least he hasn't done it very thoroughly, because there's critters are definitely.
I was raiding the patch 2 or 3 times a day. There are a ton of strawberries in there.
But what I've been doing with the I like my runners. I love my strawberry runners. And so I'll often just stick a pot under a runner and let it root. So these are all runners from this year. Some of them are still connected to the next size larger. We're still working on developing those roots. But then I also have, you'll find a few, like this guy's still attached in here too, and I have a little rock holding him down so that, you know, hopefully he'll do his roots. My palette has come back. I really thought that the palette was not a good idea. You know, I've seen people plant in pallets before. I had originally thought that I wanted it completely upright, and that's just kind of not working for this particular palette. It doesn't have an awful lot of wood on the back, and so what's holding the soil in on the backside is landscape fabric. But it did come up a whole lot better than I thought it was going to. You know, most of the plants were even smaller than what's up in the top row. What is hard about this is that a lot of my berries get sunburned on the palette, whereas the foliage in this raised bed actually helps protect the strawberries from getting too sunburned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long has your wife been gardening, Gil?
Okay, her parents had an apricot farm when she was growing up. So she grew up, you know, gardening, you know, doing the harvesting the apricots and all that stuff as a little girl. When we got married, in 88. We met in 87, got married in 88. By 92, I'd done the lawn, and she started converting it into a garden in 92.
So
Do you
Terry,
find Idaho hard to garden? From Castro Valley, didn't realize how spoiled it was. Yeah, okay. It depends. There are, you know, all right, right now, the lawn here, just as an example, the lawn is Kentucky bluegrass. It goes all winter with snow on it. In the springtime, when the snow melts, you're looking at it like, oh, crud, it's dead. Within 4 days after snow's all gone and temperature hits a certain point, all of a sudden, poof, it comes up. Immediately after that, the dandelions come up. And when the dandelions come up, the bees come out. And then all the other plants start coming up. You know, some of the guys in town here and gals, at the beginning of May, when we're still getting snow and frost, when the snow's off the ground enough, they go out there and start putting peas and beans out. And then they sprout up, snow comes on them, they stop growing up, they grow down, they put the roots down in the snow, you know, when they're covered with snow, and then they just go bonkers. Some of the stuff you got to wait until after June 1st to plant. And the temperatures here get hotter than Castro Valley in the summertime. We get up 100-degree plus temperatures up here, because we're up high desert and the earth tilts. Now we're facing right at the sun, and so our summers aren't, growing season isn't long. We get snow as early as the end of September, But during that time, stuff just goes hog wild and just grows.
Darlene, it matters what you want in your garden. If you want to keep on growing strawberries, keep on using those runners. Just let them down, let them root. They'll root themselves. If you want to pinch off your runner right off the bat, because you'll have limited room and you don't really need them anyway, then yeah, you'll have a bigger plant right away. But once that runner hits the dirt and that root kind of grows, you're good.
Then you cut it off the other one, and then they both are growing on their own. Now, as far as bigger strawberries go, it depends on the variety.
Mm-hmm.
There are some that grow big, really big strawberries. They're not so tasty. The smaller ones, oh man. Oh yeah, those are the ones I rate all the time out there.
So I like the jewel strawberry. I think that's always a good tasting strawberry.
Yeah.
Serena said, any tricks starting alpine strawberry seeds? Moisture, and make sure you don't put too large of soil on top, potting soil on top. Make sure it's very little soil on top when you start strawberry seeds. Time for glasses. I'm getting too old. I'm at church today. I'm trying to read. I'm like, I can't read it. I'm done. It's really affected me now. Reading, getting old stinks.
Yeah, that's why I wear the glasses I wear are these half moons, because I need to read what's on the screen here. But if it's twice the distance of the screen away, then I just look over the top and I can read it just fine. But when it's up close, I need the glasses because just like, if it's up close, it's just not focusing.
So Billy says, all those stone fruit type plants always have that sticky goop that goes with them. If you grow stone fruits, you know what I mean, like dealing with pine sap.
Yeah, when you have on the tree and it starts to you're getting the sap bubbles coming out and stuff. Usually that happens because of a late frost. And what happens is the sap starts to flow, and then you get a frost, and it causes the blisters, and the blisters go all summer long after that. What people do around here is they got this white, like foam rubber, not foam rubber, but styrofoam type stuff, and they wrap the base of the tree up to the first branches. And so that when the sun comes out in the spring, and you get your first melts and stuff, it's not warming up the tree. The white is reflecting away and insulating it, and you don't take the wrap off until the end of May.
So Pat Small, this is really awesome. My front yard is very large, so I have 7 very large raised beds. I think that is awesome. They have that less to row, more food to plant. Who cares what the neighbor says? Go for it.
Speaking of what the neighbors say, all right, so my wife has her garden in the front yard. Across the street and 3 houses down, they got a huge garden in their front yard and an orchard alongside of their house. In the next block back on our side of it, they don't have any lawn either. They got garden front, back, everywhere. Up one of the side streets, there's someone else has done the same thing, tore out their front garden, probably most of their back garden too, and have put in gardens as well. So, once one person starts doing it, and someone stops by and says, hey, I'm saving money on groceries, light bulb goes off, and all of a sudden you'll get 2 or 3 other people start doing the same thing.
So Serena, when you said the strawberries, yes, very on top, very little soil, potting soil on top. With the African violet, I know they like peat moss as a medium to start with. So it's basically the same kind of thing. Don't plant too deep, plant very much up top. Make sure you keep the moisture evenly. And peat moss is pretty good with African violets.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we have here? Take 35 seeds. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. Oh, there we go. Jujubi, she won dwarf at Tamburillos, and she started them today. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So we're going to go back. Hey there, SoundQuest 1976. Rob, good to see you. Good to see you. Let's go back to getting seeds out. Let's give some seeds out again. So we're going to go back to the wheel. You know what? First thing we're going to give out is some blue yarn. So let's get that away. So we're using our, let me see, make sure that comes up on, let me shuffle. Let me make sure it shows up on screen.
It is.
Is it there yet, Gil?
It's going and it's shuffling.
Okay. Okay, so this is the yarn. Then we're going to go back to seeds. Let me see what else I have. And it works. So we're going to give this yarn away. It's like the bluish. Then we're going to give the light green. So then we're going to go back to seeds. If you don't want this and want seeds, there you go. You're a winner. Okay, here we go. Shuffle. Here we go. Polka time. Polka time.
Homestead.
Recyclable Homestead. Congratulations to Recyclable Homestead. Next one is
don't see them in the chat.
Okay, he is a Joseph's Journey member, so he
doesn't need to be in the chat.
He doesn't need to be here. He automatically wins that prize. Okay, here's like the green, light blue. It's, this is perfect for hats. Okay, here we go.
Lazy days ahead.
Jesse's girl. They've been on such a long road trip. Lazy days ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're here. They could probably still be on the road right now.
Yeah, they're not showing up.
Okay, let me put that back here. We got some books giveaway today too. Some more yarn. Okay, let's go back to seeds. Again, you have the three varieties that are scrolling across your bottom screen. Froggy. Congratulations to Froggy. If you guys are a member, there's benefits. There's always benefits. There we go. Last year we gave out $9,000 worth of prizes. That's what happens when you do your tax at the end of the year. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know? If don't you know is in the chat, please let me know because I can't see the chat right now when I'm doing this.
Yeah,
So
she's still in the chat.
Yeah. Make sure you email me. Don't you know?
Ahead with Jesse and Lisa.
Congratulations, Jesse and Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead. Let's do this again. Let's go. Gotta love the polka. Sunday Fun will be on Artist Week Gardener next week. It's the last week here.
Crochet with Deidre.
Peace, love, and crochet with Deidre. They have been in the chat.
Yeah, still showing up. And the ones, don't you know, said I'm here.
Okay, awesome. So just to let you guys know, when we do the bigger gifts and things, they're usually going to be for the wheel. So just make sure you go to your Sunday Fun Day registration video, leave a comment, and you'll be put on the wheel. So it's about 60 people in the chat right now. Let's do one more thing. Let's do the hashtag again. Right. So change up our giveaway tool. So we're going to put hashtag. I don't like, it's going to be 2 words, Gray Man Prepping.
Yeah.
Well, 3 words. 3 words. Hashtag Gray Man Prepping. Not together. Do not pick Gray Man. Gray Man together. It's not Gil's channel.
Yeah.
You gotta
Or
make sure.
with an E. Do not put an E in gray. That's the European way. Mine's spelled the American way. Patriotic shout out there.
And there we go. Thank you, Jane. Peace, love, and crochet with Deidre is here. So congratulations, guys. That is awesome. So hashtag Gray Man Prepping.
Okay.
So seeing there's no entries yet, so I don't know if I did something wrong.
Well, everybody's spelling it right.
Okay, guys, listen, I'm going to stop sharing this and go back in then. Okay, hold up. Block and check because it's not entering into my entries. Stop sharing.
Huh. That's
okay. Let me go back and do it. I don't know why I didn't do it.
yeah, because I've done it with spaces in there and it works fine. I don't know why it didn't.
Just stay with us. So we're not going to do a hashtag this time.
So do it without the hashtag.
What? All of a sudden, it just showed up 45 entries. That was weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gray Man Prepping without the hashtag. And this one came up as 45 entries. 46.
It may be picking up the other ones there. So
47. So we got a lot of people entering right now. This is awesome.
Seeds.
Yeah. So if you guys win, you have your choice. You got to email me your choice. Strawberry. And again, if first 7 go, I'm just going to pick some other seeds. So if you get something else you didn't request, it's just luck of the draw, guys. So petunias, violas, salvia, and strawberry. And then I'm throwing an extra packet in. 48 entries. So hopefully to get through to you. I got to choose a different post office tomorrow. Bummer. I almost threw away my computer. Okay. Okay, let's do it. We got 49 entries, 50 entries. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Here goes the draw. I can't even talk that fast or even mumble to say those names coming across. Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Congratulations. You're still on a hot streak here. Congratulations to Mike. So all these people should be in a chat because they're here. But I need your email. If you don't email me, I cannot send you anything. And Tammy Peach, please email me if you have a chance. And I forgot what you even won now. I totally have no idea. But I think I don't know. I forgot. I have it somewhere. Okay, here we go. Draw again. G Mama Grows. Congratulations, G Mama Grows. Awesome sauce. Here we go. Third one. Sunday Fun Day. Mike said he's here. John Brinkworth. Congratulations to John Brinkworth.
Cool.
Congratulations. There's G Mama Grows. John was just in the chat. Okay, here we go. Always fun to have stuff come in the mail. Barb's Country Home.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
And Jane's putting it up there again with the email address you need to use. and use your screen name, your real name, address, and choice of seeds.
Lisa Ellison. So congratulations to Lisa Ellison. So hopefully everybody's been getting seeds in the mail. It's been going really well with that. Sending stuff out because I'm getting a whole bunch of responses back. So trying to get everything out, guys. It's not easy when you have no time and you send out all this email and try to figure it out. I'm doing the best I can. So Tuesday, Thursday, if you guys just came in a chat, Tuesday and Thursday are some epic lives. I hope you guys are going to be there. I see Lisa. I am here. Chef Tech, they're good to see you. Butler Family Farm, I'm doing well. Tuesday and Thursday's interviews are absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I'm actually even thinking of bowing out on Tuesday, and have Courtney and another guest do the channel on Tuesday because I have problems saying glyphosate, whatever. And this is so special of a lives this week. I want to make sure they're done perfectly. And so Butler Family Farm says, Joe, Grow Big TV, I put out a mail call yesterday showing my seeds. That is awesome. Guys, I haven't just let you guys know I haven't watched any lives the last 2 days. I've been partying. I've been partying and cooking and partying and cooking and Ubering. So I've been my son's birthday, my wife's 50th birthday party. Then there's one more. And she didn't expect today's, which was a total surprise. And she's not going to expect the next one either. You can't put 100 people in your house these days. Not inside in the winter. So she's going to be, I don't think she's watching right now. So I think I'm good. But next week will be another birthday. It's my friend's party. My friends are throwing a party for her. Except this one I'm not cooking for. So that's even better. Angela Wright, did you get my email last week? I should have. I believe I did. I can't really tell you who. Angela, I get like 200 emails a day, so it's pretty tough to tell. But I believe I did I sent you out something, so I probably did get your email. Janice says I'm buffering. Thank you, Jane, for all the choices. Hope you guys like this new format of giving stuff away, where I'm using the wheel, but I'm also using the hashtag too. And we're going to add something else to that too. So like a little horse race thing. And I'm trying to figure out how to do a game of tic-tac-toe here. But that could be very fun to do. What is it? Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
On a channel. So I'm trying to figure that out. If I could do that, that might be something really cool. And we're going to have Who Wants to Be a Master Gardener too. Where there's a contest with prizes. And that's going to start up in the middle to end of February, where Who Wants to Be a Master Gardener? Who Wants to Be a Master Gardener? And it comes with questions. And so I hope you guys like that. So,
Joe, someone asked a question earlier and never got to it. And I think they were kind of joking about it. They said, if you're a gray man, do you got to dress in gray? And all right, the thing is, being a gray man means blending in. You're kind of blurring in with everybody else. So up here in Idaho, just about there are like 3 types of hat people wear. One is a ball cap. The next most popular one is a cowboy hat, and the next one is a similar type cowboy hat, but it's more like a fedora. And these are the type hats that people wear mostly up here in Idaho. So, and then of course, what if up here in farm and ranch land and garden, stuff, plaid shirts, all over the place. So you just dress like everybody else is dressing. If you're in the city and you're going to be down in like in San Francisco, you're going to be down in the Barcadero area. You want to blend in and people not see you, wear a business suit. I guarantee you, people look right past the business suits and they look at all the other people. The business suit people are invisible in San Francisco.
That's, yeah, I bet. I guess you don't have to worry about people going for the new gardening day, the first Saturday in May. Or
That's
something.
over in they do that over in Berkeley.
No. I tell you what, nobody wants to see me naked. I'll definitely not do it. Even though I might do, or maybe I might do a video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how everything grows.
Yeah.
Gotta grow big. So, when did you start getting into preparedness?
Okay, so as a young scout in the late 60s, early 70s, I started going through doing the different merit badges and stuff. I'd earned the emergency preparedness, the first aid, wilderness survival, and then in 1971 we had what was called the Sylmar earthquake, and that's in the San Fernando Valley. And it was they keep changing, even now they keep changing what it was as they do more research on stuff. But it was when it first came out, they listed it as a 7.1 for the first couple of days. Then they dropped it to a 6.9, then a 6.5, and now it bounces between 6.3 and 6.1 for what it was. The San Fernando Valley rose 2 inches, not dropping down. This is on the west side of the San Andreas. It did not drop, it rose. People don't realize everything west of the San Andreas is pushing in towards the state and moving north. So it's not going to fall off in the ocean. It's going to make another mountain range. Okay, wow. So so when that happened, the Relief Society of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Relief Society organization, which is the women's organization, asked my mom to do a presentation on earthquake preparedness. And she was like, okay. She goes, I don't know what to do. So I had her get out her typewriter with the carbon paper and make stuff up. And we spent the next 2 days, me dictating and her typing. And she typed up a presentation for it, which I found out after I came to work for Homeland Security that the Los Angeles Fire Department had plagiarized and had it on their website.
No way.
So, they'd taken it, and I mean, pages were, word for word exactly, and then they added some other stuff to it, and some captain had his name on it. So I contacted him and said, hey, you need to put my name on there too, because what you have on there is what I wrote back in 71. And so they and then about 3 weeks later, they took it down. They didn't want to share a credit on it. But in 74, so and I went to several emergency preparedness fairs, and people are looking, this 14-year-old kid knows more about emergency preparedness than a lot of the speakers around here. And the first book I got on it was a book called Making the Best of Basics in 1974. And actually, this was my mom got one. And then after I got married, my wife wanted one of her own. This is the one I got, the updated one in 1989. So they were still being produced in 1989. I think you still get it on Amazon too. Making the Best of Basics by James Talmage Stevens. But and I've just been always going to all these emergency preparedness fairs, teaching people stuff and doing research. And then I got in snail mail contact with several other noted preppers, writers, and stuff. And I'm having a brain fart again. Jerry Ahern, great guy. I missed him. He passed away years back, but he was a great guy. And several others. And we were talking about, well, we need to classify these emergencies. And we came up with 4 classifications. Number 1 is simple emergencies. Car accidents, death in the family, house on fire, things that happen to your immediate sphere of influence. Then there was life-altering events. Earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, things that affect multiple people, but they can really affect you. Though if it's affecting areas and stuff, Katrina, Rita, Igor, hurricanes that affect multiple states. But the first two classifications do not bring government down. The next one is SHTF, poop hitting the fan. And that brings down government for a short period of time. And it usually takes 5 to 10 years for the governments to recover from that. Then there's Tawaki, the end of the world as we know it. That takes generations to recover from. That takes government out, other than a few local governments surviving, basically as far as having a sheriff's department, police chief, or whatever else, and it's slow to recover. And like I said, that takes generations. So we came up with that back in 77, I think it was, 78. But I've been doing that like I said, I've been doing it since back in the 70s. After 9/11, I was prior to 9/11, I was the head of security at Chevron Texaco's corporate headquarters in San Ramon. When 9/11 happened, I had a friend call me and say, "Hey, we're setting up a new government organization called Homeland Security. We want you to come in and help us." And so I helped set up the emergency preparedness stuff. I was the emergency management coordinator. I wrote 43 tactical responses to different things: hijackings, trains, boats, trains, cars, airplanes, wildfires, urban wildfires, forest wildfires, earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, excessive cold winters, excessively wet winters, excessively dry seasons, things that how the government's going to respond to these natural disasters and not natural disasters. And so that's my background. And I've been on done TV interviews, I've done radio interviews, I've written a whole bunch of non-published pamphlets and books for that stuff will be given out at emergency preparedness fairs. And right now I am working on a series of books for publishment, but until I get 10 of the books done, it's a series of all the characters and stuff. Until I get 10 books done, I'm not going to publish them. I have given out some of them for free. Kaylin Strain has a copy of The Scout and the Ninja, the first book, which is called A Scout is Trustworthy. And I've given out several other ones. And that's what I am. But right now I'm retired from Homeland Security, retired in 2018. I'm up here in Idaho getting the properties ready for my wife to retire. And I froze again. And so you can expect a whole bunch of changes here this year with both my channels. I have the 99-cent channel members like you do. On Grayman Prepping, I have the $1.99. All right, so the 99-cent is the prepper. The $1.99 is the Grayman level. Then there's the $10.99. No, not $10.99, $9.99, which is the survivalist level. And that's like Joseph's Journey. They don't have to be there to win the giveaways. But and then in Camp Patton Family Compound, I have the 99-cent and I have the $5.99. $5.99, you don't have to be there to win. But both and that's called the Staff Sergeant's Boot Camp. So the Staff Sergeant's Boot Camp and the Survivalist level will be the only place you can see any future videos from my wife. That's the only place those are going to be. And this summer, I'm going to get her to do several videos, hopefully a couple videos a month to post up there. So all her fun stuff is going to be up on those. But that's what's going on with me. I got 4 grandkids across the street. My daughter and her husband, sore spot there. But I have 2 boys that are still living at home with my wife in California. Interesting fact is, the youngest one, when he found out how much my daughter was paying rent over here, he wanted to pay the same rent there when he got his first job. He goes, "No, you're not going to ask me. I want to pay the same amount." The other one, when he got a job, he goes, okay, I'm going to pay the same amount too. So yeah, they're living at home, but they're paying rent. And in California, $500 a month for a room is actually cheap. And they get the magic refrigerator too. You know, it's always stocked.
Yeah, gotta be. Stock is good.
But yeah, that's in a nutshell. That's my brief history, and that's right. My SSG is female. Her SSG is male. And all right. When I met my wife, I bought the house in California. I was renting rooms out, share rentals. You know, you have kitchen privileges. They had their own baths for them. My wife was the second one that rented. 6 weeks after she moved in, we got engaged. Whew! That was fast. And we got married in '88, and we're still married.
Boom.
Yeah, boom. I mean, when true love hits, it hit us not with a lightning bolt. It hit us with a Moab. Mother all bombs. Boom. And but anyways, so when I met her, she was I met her. She was a sergeant. The next week, she got promoted to staff sergeant. She was in the 91st Division. Her unit was a unit of drill sergeants.
Okay.
Let that sink in a minute.
Yeah.
And during the Desert Storm, they were called up and given a date to report down to start training more troops. But the week before they were supposed to leave to show up, canceled. Desert Storm's over. Oba. But yeah, but what was so funny is she was in the unit drill sergeant. She was also, her collateral duty was as the was a personnel. You want to see drills. You see staff sergeants, first sergeant, snap tooth for a staff sergeant. When they lip off to her and she comes back, she goes, Sergeant Dawson, did you just say you had a sex change? Let me change that in the computer. No, Sergeant Campbell. I'm sorry, Sergeant Campbell. I'm sorry.
So when was the first time do you remember the first time, you know, everything's good and go lucky and happy. You guys are great. When was the first time she really she got pissed off at you for doing something? And do you still think about it today?
No, I don't think about it because we've discussed the things, we talk about it, and I move on. I can't remember that the one guy talking about women's brains. Women's brains are always interconnected, therefore they remember everything until the end of time. Men's boxes are little boxes. They take it, they resolve it, they put that box away. But I'm trying to remember the first time we really got ticked off. It was in the spring of '88. Trying to remember what it was, but man, it was a rip roar. And it was
get back in your place, huh?
we were going at it was, you know, and my brother heard about it, and he and his wife came over, and they'd been married since they got married in '78, and they came over and they said, "Hey guys, knock it off. Here's what we went through." And they helped us by explaining the rip roars they had. And so we don't have any rip roars anymore, but we have, I'm mad. We need to sit down and discuss this. And that's what we do. We sit down and discuss it. It may be a loud discussion, but it's come to the conclusion. I've come to the conclusion is it really worth fighting about? Or do I play the I told you so card later? And lately I've been playing the I told you so card later a lot, and I'm not really playing it. It's like she wants to do things, being an accountant, and she's you know, manages the money and stuff. And it's like, we don't need to be spending on, we need to go something cheaper. Okay, you sure you want to? I'm like, you sure you want to do that? We will do that, but are you sure you want to do that? Yeah. She's learned when I start doing that, she goes, why? What's wrong? And I point back, well, let's see. fixing the house roof, fixing the sewer, fixing this, fixing that. She goes, all right, we'll do it the expensive way, because she tracks all the expenses of fixing the quick fix.
Mm.
And it's like, she had me patch the roof several times, and I kept, because we had a slope roof meeting a flat roof, almost flat roof, and it would always leak there and stuff, no matter what we did. So this last time, it's like, let's get a professional company in here that has this membrane stuff that they can put and lay it out in there. And $25,000 later, we have a 50-year warranty on the roof with gutters and everything else down there, and it's transferable. So that's a selling point for selling the house in California. But there were times like we've done things. It's like, no, and she's come to me sometimes. Are you sure you want to do it that way? I said, what do you say? And I when she says that to me, it's like, red light, ask the question. What should I be looking at? What do you see different than what I see differently?
Right.
Because men are from Mars, women are from Venus. We have different perspectives on things. And I know you know that with your wife. You look at things differently.
Yep. So my wife could have an argument with me, and it could be like 5 arguments over the course of the last 15 years she could use in the same sentence. It'd be like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, and you're just left shaking your head. Like, how the heck do you still remember that? And how do you all shape that up in one freaking sentence for an argument? I'm like, holy
because women's brains are wired differently than men. Men have little boxes for each topic. Women's is like all these wires and electrodes connecting to everything. So every topic is connected to another one, different with, and the brains are going, bing. And it's like, where did the heck that come from?
My wife wouldn't marry me until I had an argument with her. I'm not that type of person. I don't like to argue. And she wouldn't marry me until we had an argument.
She wanted to see how you argued.
Then I really pissed her off. Oh, jeez.
Bowl of spaghetti. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you'd be a bowl of spaghetti. Everything's connecting and touching and doing everything else. But yeah. Gail Sutherland, we remember everything. Yeah, men have a habit of, you go, okay, it's done. I don't need to remember that anymore. Unless we get hurt by it. Then we remember it. Then it's a learning experience. Otherwise, we kind of, talk about it, do it, move on.
Yeah, we're just always moving on. Just like, whatever. Okay, let's fix it up, get it to move forward,
Billy, burns like heck. 100% forgot about the bite. I know where he's going on that one.
Talk about prepping and being stung. How about being stung in the West? Like if you're starting to have an allergic reaction, or what are you and you're at West, never been allergic for, you're out in the woods somewheres, you just got stung by 20 bees or got stung with hornets.
Yeah.
What do you do?
There are several things you can do. You can, if you're really good friends with your doctor, you can get your doctor to write you an EpiPen prescription so you can have it. And I froze. Have it for emergencies for you or someone else. One of the things, my wife, when our kids were little, they were always getting stung, so she kept the Benadryl cream, and she kept Benadryl cough syrup in the kids in the diaper bag. Mm-hmm. Basically, the cough syrup reacts quicker than the cream does for affecting the fighting the allergy stuff. I forget what. I'm having brain fart here again tonight. But anyway, so basically she take the Benadryl cap off the syrup and just dribble some out on the bee sting, and it starts working on the skin to slow down the swelling and the allergic reaction. Get the bee sting out, credit card or a dull knife, not a sharp knife, because you scrape it along and you get under the sack and you catch the stinger and just scrape it and lift it out. Then the cream goes on. Histamines, yes, thank you, Green Stalker, the histamines. And so that goes on there. Tobacco is something else that can be used if you happen to have tobacco. The leaf tobacco works best. Chewing tobacco works next best. Cigarette tobacco, forget it. It's too dry. There are things you can do for you can do for it. Okay, one of the books I have, which my young son at the age of 11 devoured, was by a friend. You know him from his TV show, Survivor Man, Les Stroud. And I got his book, and my son absolutely devoured it twice. Went through it front to back. Great book to have. Our next book, and we talked about this yesterday on Saturday Survival of the Doctors here on Gray Man. I'm gonna push it by Doc Bones and Nurse Amy. And this book, if I get it centered here,
that's a lot of pages there.
A lot of pages. Color. This is the color edition. Covers a lot of stuff here. It's just, you want to see pictures on how to do something, how to deal with stuff. They got much better than just the black and whites. I got this. Actually, they sent this one to me. They're the first edition of it. The first 500 color ones that came out. This is number 18. And they both autographed it for me. Within a month, without telling my son I had this, he bought the black and white version. The fourth edition of the same book. And that is an absolutely fantastic book to have. You want something to know about something? They got everything in there that a survival medic is going to need to take care of you after the balloon has gone up, after we're in, when help's not coming. That's what the full title of this. The full title is The Survival Medicine Handbook. And down below, the essential guide for when help is not on the way. And not is capitalized. So, you learn. That's why on Gray Man Prepping, I end most of my videos with, stay happy, don't let life get you down. Stay safe, don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps. Water, food, medicine, clothing. Learn a new skill. First aid is the best skill that you can learn. And the more you know about it, there's different levels of first aid to do. The more you can learn, the better you're off you're doing. So, one bee sting, you may not pump any poison. It may start to spin in circles and trying to dislodge itself. Oh, the bee, when the bee is still on, it's still connected to it. Yeah. When it loses its stinger, then it starts. Yeah, whereas a wasp and other type ones will sting hundreds of times. The boar bee in California, yeah, it has a retractable stinger. It'll sting you hundreds of times.
So how do you get away? What's the best thing to do? You can't just fart and run. How do you get away from the freaking wasp? Right, Billy?
Wasps most wasps and bees will only follow you for a certain distance. So yeah, it's if you can run fast, you can get away. One of the things to do is not to attract them in the first place. Color clothing. Wear the proper color clothing. Don't wear perfumes or colognes. And if you knew what was in perfumes and colognes, you wouldn't want to wear them anyways. The number one ingredient for making perfumes and colognes last long comes from a certain gland under the skunk. That's why, skunk smell stays around forever. You go, maybe we can use that sticking power to make colognes last and perfumes last longer. That's what's in there. Yeah, don't wear red if you have wasps. There are certain things you can do. Certain colors. You look up certain bees, wasps, and hornets are attracted to certain colors. So you want to wear colors that aren't like that. The other thing too, if it's at your own property, plant the right plant around. Borage is fantastic for mellowing out bees. We have in the front garden there, and in the back now too. We have borage plants because we planted it because the borage chases away the tomato hornworm moth, chases away so they don't lay their eggs. But the bees love it, and the bees get drunk on it. You will talk about mellow. Oh, I love you, brother. Bees, when they're all coming away from the borage plant, man, you can walk up, you can kind of pick them up. They won't sting you. You be gentle with them. They're just like, hi. And, so, you'd want to, and there's certain plants, I can't remember it right now, that when the bees take the pollen and stuff, nectar off of it, they get agitated. Who's wearing perfume in the brush? You'd be surprised how many people wear perfume, because when we go up to scout camp, there is a state park right next to it, campsite. And you go walking by that, you just, damn, why are they wearing so much stinking perfume? We could smell them 100 yards away.
So, Billy, be careful where you put the perfume.
Oh, I got to do the joke one here. Ladies, if you really want to attract a man, don't wear all these fancy perfumes. Just take a little bacon grease. The guys will go nuts over you.
Bacon can control the world.
Oh yeah.
My wife got stung by honeybees on 2 different occasions, not even at my yard, thank God. So my wife's allergic to bees and ketchup. So, I plant a couple hundred plants, couple thousand, like 5,000 plants. And she can't even eat the tomatoes. Jeez. But yeah, we've been in the hospital twice of honeybee stings. That's how allergic. We have the needle, the shot, whatever. We have everything. It's always handy. We have several of them, but they're expensive.
And here's what's weird. My mom, growing up, she got stung by bees, never bothered her. It wasn't until the late 70s, about 78, she got stung and she had an allergic reaction. First time ever having an allergic reaction to it. And the second time was really bad. The doctor says, you need to get an EpiPen. You need to have all this stuff. Next time you get stung, you need to get in the hot. As soon as you get stung, EpiPen to the hospital. Fortunately, she never got stung again. But you can be totally not allergic to something, and all of a sudden, something in the environment, in your body's environment, changes, and now you're allergic to it. My younger brother and I, we used to, as kids and teenagers, we used to roll around in the poison oak. Never get it. We would tackle other guys in the poison oak growing next to the creek. We'd tackle other guys and we'd roll down in. They'd be going cussing us out because they knew what was going to happen later that day, and they'd get it. We never got it until we were working for a construction company, and we had to put a sewer line through the middle of down the hillside. It was just covered in it. Well, when we were going down clearing stuff, we weren't getting it. When we dug the trench, the poison oak roots dripped black sap. When we got that sap on us, that was it. We lost our immunity. We got poison oak, and it was really bad from then on out.
Man, this conversation has really gotten off grid.
Well, talking, so basically, if you don't think that if you just because when it comes to certain plants and animals that you're not allergic to them, that you're always going to not be allergic. Plan on becoming allergic to them at some point. Because Murphy's Law.
That's
It will
true.
happen to you at the worst possible moment.
Man, that will kill my harvest. I have never been stung in a garden before.
All right. We have some other you have some other people to talk to too, don't you? Tonight?
Nope. You're
Nope.
it.
I'm in.
We're only-
Okay.
We got a couple minutes left, and that's it. It's already 8:50.
Wow.
Just let
okay.
you guys know. Let you guys
Time
know.
flies when you're having fun.
We're gonna. Yeah, that was a quick 2 hours. We're gonna be ending any second, guys. Just let you guys know. Just let you guys know. I have stitch markers. Jane Doe has been posting them. One's a shovel. Another one's a watering can.
Sweet.
A bee.
Oh, it's cute.
And so 4 of these cost $12 total, and that includes shipping, which is pretty cheap for a stitch marker.
Yeah.
So if you guys want these, they're message me, and we'll see if we could work something out. Gil, before we go off, I have one last question. I mean, there's a lot of things we didn't even go over. This has really been really, really fast live. So those are stitch markers. Yes, Gail. Water. The number one thing with prepping and everything, and with society's going today, we need water.
Yeah.
So give us some insight on what should we always have.
All right. So first, to start out, I want to cover this. All right. There's something called the rules of three, and contrary to what some new preppers are going to say, oh, there's four. No, there are 3 rules of 3. It's always been that way. People try to tack on other stuff, and I've proven those other ones totally wrong. But rule number 1: 3 minutes without air, the average person dies. Average person. Okay. We're not talking about the people that can train to hold their breath for 5 minutes, but 3 minutes caught without air. You didn't get a breath in. 3 minutes, the average person dies. 3 days without water, the average person dies. Your brain is 85% water, and you get dehydrated. Okay. The last one is 3 weeks without food, the average person dies. Air, it's kind of hard to store up air. So that leaves rule 2 and rule 3 for storage. Water is the number 1 failure point of most preppers and homesteaders. Now, someone's got, well, I got a well. Cool. Is the electric pump on it? Yeah. Do you have backup power for that pump? And their face goes, do you have a hand pump for that well? And again, that's a failure point. Storing water for if you're in an apartment is really tough. Just check Kaylin Strain out. She's in the chat here. She's in an apartment. She talks about her water storage and stuff all the time. She's done videos on it over the last several years. You're limited in space for storing your water. You got to go to plan B as well. If you have room and stuff, and you have land and stuff to do it, you can store water. You can get the water cubes, either in the 3-gallon or 5-gallon size containers, and you can store up water. You can get 55-gallon barrels and store it up. However, important point here: if you're storing it in a garage, do not store it on the cement floor. Even though it's in a plastic container, a plastic waterproof container, there is still a molecular reaction between the water in the container and the concrete. It will pull the chemicals from the concrete into the water. And when you go to use that water, it's nasty tasting, and it can reach a toxic level of these chemicals. So when you're storing water, you want to have it on a pallet, or at least a 3/4 inch sheet of plywood, or a roll of 2x4, so it's not in contact with the concrete. Now, if you're like me and you're lucky enough to have several acres, and you can find a place around, you can get a used IBC tote. Look it up, IBC tote. It's International Transport. I forget what the tote what the IBC stands for. International Bulk Container. So International Bulk Container, and they're coming either 275 gallon or 330 gallons. I get mine from the local distillery. Only thing it's had in it is 183 proof potato alcohol. And I got 20 of them around here, but I'm using most of them I'm using for raised planter beds. Cheaper than buying the wood for a raised planter bed because I get mine for $60 each. So that's 48 inches by 40 inches plus height. But I got several that are for water storage only. 275 gallons is a lot of water to store. But if it's in the shop, it's on its own little metal framework. I can slide my pallet jack in there, pick it up. I go in there with the tractor, with the forks, pick it up, move it around. That, is a lot of water and can save you a lot. Now, when I mentioned earlier about those in apartments and stuff, not being able to store a lot of water, go to Plan B. Plan B is simple. I've talked about this a lot with Uncle Al, with Dave at Southern Ohio Prepping, when Bruce at Backwoods Law. We've covered this a lot over the years. Look in your area for water sources. As Steve at Corsair Trainer says, do a patrol. Get out there and do a recon of the area to find out where water is that's occurring naturally that you can use. And then test that water. You can get tests and take it into your local extension program from the university. And some of them will do it for free. Some of them will charge a little bit for it. You can find out if there's any contaminants in that water. Find a relatively clean water source that even though you're in an apartment, something happens, you can take a 5-gallon backpack water thing, go out and get water. So you can always have some water. How long can you store water? This is a misunderstood question a lot. Water does not go bad on its own, period. However, if the container is plastic stored on concrete, it can absorb toxics into it. If it sit there in a opaque container and there's sunlight hitting it and stuff, you can get algae growing in it. Good night, Lisa. And so with that in mind, a lot of people say, all right, you need to add so much chlorine to it when you first store it to keep kill any bacteria in it that the algae might grow from. Where is it? I'm looking around for my book. I don't see it. It's back in the pile back there. I got a book it's called the CERT Field Handbook. You can get it on Amazon. Great little pocket book for emergency preparedness and first aid stuff. It tells you how many drops of bleach to put in per gallon of clean water and cloudy water. Having ways to filter the water afterwards, because if I'm pulling water from the Snake River here, I'm going to want to filter that because there's a lot of farms and ranches upriver and it gets run off into the Snake River. So there's going to be stuff in it that will, from the different nitrate fertilizers and stuff. And I want to make sure I have, who knows what else is going on in there. Plus, you got all the cougars and deer running around that are pooping and peeing at the water's edge. And you got kids and stuff swimming in it, peeing in the water too. So the river water, you're going to want to, filter it. Clear containers have issues with algae growing if it's in the sunlight. If you have a clear container and you have it put it in your closet where it never sees light, you're not going to get the algae growing. So there, I have a playlist called water on my channel. So I have several live streams talking about water, and I have several other things about water that you can check out on that. But water is easy to store in the right container. It lasts forever. Now, the one thing water does do, and everybody thinks the water's gone bad because it does this, water goes flat. And when you think about water goes flat, well, what do you mean? And I did a video, froze. I took a gallon jug of water, filled it up from the tap, put it on a thing, put the camera on it, and ran it for 48 hours. You could see the air bubbles coming out of the water and collecting on the side of the container and working their way to the top. So what was filled to the top after 48 hours was down 1.5 inches of air that had come out of the water. Now, it'll probably go down like 3 inches over a month or so, and maybe 3.5 inches for 5 years. That's all the water coming, all the air coming out of the water. So the water is going to taste flat. It's going to taste, something's wrong with this water. Well, if you got it in a jug, shake it up. Re-aerate the water. If you pour it from one container to another, get the air mixed back into it. And also it's like, wow, this tastes pretty good now. And that's what it is. Our taste buds react with oxygen with the water. And so that's one of the things you got to do in that. Now, I am gonna badmouth 2 filter systems. One is reverse osmosis. Because of what it does, it pulls everything out of the water, and it pulls the minerals out. It pulls, some chemicals and stuff out. It pulls everything out, leaving you with pure H2O. Well, pure H2O is actually unstable. Pure water is unstable. Yes, those are dissolved oxygen, nitrogen, and some of the other things in the air which makes stuff taste good. So when reverse osmosis pulls all these minerals and everything out of the water, and you drink it, and the water is unstable and it wants to become stable again, what's it going to do? It's going to pull those minerals from your body. Easiest mineral for it to pull from your body is calcium. It'll pull calcium from your bones and other organs that use calcium, and you're going to have health issues. So that's the one I'm going to put down. If you're going to use reverse osmosis, you need to get those. They have stones out there, mineral stones, that you can put in the storage container so it can pull those minerals out and stabilize itself. Yeah. Generally, I don't like buying water jugs at all, because most water jugs are not made for long-term storage, and they break down and give chemicals off into the water. The other filtration system I'm going to kind of put down, they've gone bank. They're out of business now. People say, oh, they had this problem. What happened was they were being sued by several states for false advertising and false claims of what their filters did. Several states had banned their sales years ago for them because reverse osmosis is bad unless you have those stones to re-mineralize the water. So this other company had been banned by several states because their process was stuff. It wasn't doing what it was promised to doing. And so I'm not going to actually name the name. You guys should all know about it. You should be seeing stuff on Facebook and other YouTube channels about videos about people talking about how this company is gone out of business, and they're saying, "Oh no, it's just distribution." No, the company is going because the state governments are going after it for false claims. All right, so enough of that. Water bottles, buying water jugs in your water bottles and stuff in the store. They're not made for long-term storage, especially the small ones, the small little, 1.5 pint jars or whatever, 12-ounce bottles of water. Not good. Milk jugs. People say, oh, I rinse out my milk jug and I store water in it. Well, okay, that's good and bad. It's bad for drinking because it's the milk has etched into the container, and now you got bacteria in there, even though you've rinsed it out several times. Now, when you add some bleach to it, you're going to kill off some of that bacteria, but it's also going to degrade that cheap disposable plastic, which is made not to store longer than 3 weeks. They're made for short-term storage. Now, we did an experiment just for laughs and giggles back when my parents were still alive. We filled up 100-gallon jugs of water, put it underneath the house, and in 6 months, most of those containers had degraded and fractured and leaked all their water. Now, the next thing is the heavy-duty apple juice, cranberry juice, the heavy-duty heavy-duty plastic bottles, half-gallon bottles you can get. V8 comes in and stuff like that. I have those stored with water for the toilet, to flush the toilet, not for drinking.
Exactly.
For doing laundry in, not for drinking. So it's water. All right, so water, 1 gallon per day per person minimum is what you need to store. And some people say, oh, in wintertime, I don't need that much water because I'm not out sweating and stuff. Bull pucky. Right now, the humidity here in the house here is 37%. That's because I got a big old pot on the stove, boiling water to put steam back into the air. When I wasn't doing that, it got down to 19% humidity. And by the time I got set up to do the water, it had dropped to 17% humidity in the house. Very bad for you. You breathe right now. I'm putting out a lot of moisture. I'm discharging moisture by talking, by breathing. You breathe in, you breathe out. You ever go outside into the cold and you feel that steam coming out of your mouth, out of your nose? You're doing that even in the warm time. That moisture is leaving your body. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Drink water. I go through 2 of these a day. This is a half-gallon jug. I go through 2 of these a day, besides what I drink out of the kitchen dispenser. So yeah. And when I'm out working hard, I'll go through 3 of these a day. So don't let people don't get fooled and think, oh, it's wintertime, I don't need to drink as much water. Yes, you do. Now that gallon a day is for drinking only. It is not for food prep. It is not for washing your hands. It is not for brushing your teeth. It is not for flushing the toilet. It is not for laundry. Well, if I need water for that, how much water do I need to store? This is where it gets daunting. But if you have alternate sources of water, like a creek that you can't drink from, hey, you can use that creek water for flushing your toilet all you want. You can use that creek water for doing laundry. The old washboard. Get out there and get a washboard and do laundry like my grandmother used to do. There are other sources of water that aren't really good for drinking, but you can use it for topical. The water from the creek, you boil it, you can use it for washing and bathing. So you got to think outside the box. And remember, prepping is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes time. Don't burn yourself out trying to prep for everything. Don't burn yourself out worrying about, I need to get this now. Oh, I got to get so much water. I get that. There is a TV show done by Bass Rankin from back when I was a little kid. And I know Joe has seen it. It has Fred Astaire as the narrator, the postman in it. It's called Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Mm-hmm. And Keenan Wynn plays the Winter Warlock. And he's captured young Kris Kringle and is threatening him. Kris Kringle pulls out his bag, a toy train, and gives it to the Winter Warlock. And the Winter Warlock, no one's ever gave me a present. And you see him, all the ice on him, all the snow starts melting. His heart starts melting. And he goes, I don't know how to be good. And Chris Kringle gives the best advice for anyone wanting to change. Put one foot in front of the other. Take it one step at a time. And there's a song, I would love to sing the song, but Jill would get dinged on it. But putting one foot in front of the other, and soon you're walking across the floor. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you're walking out the door. That's what prepping is. One foot in front of the other, one step at a time. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Did I answer all your questions about water?
Well, Gil, thank you. It's already 9:10 already.
Yeah, time for you to go on.
So tell everybody one more time about when your show goes live and what days.
Okay, so 2 channels. Monday at 6 o'clock is Camp Patton Family Compound for the Monday Night Fireside Chat. And actually, one of the people in the side chat here, Mad Chick Acres, and his other channel is Chef Tech 86, is going to be on there with me talking about freeze-dried foods and freeze dryers. Tuesday, Tactical Tuesday, is here on Gray Man Prepping. That's at 10 o'clock Eastern. And then on Thursday night, I have the Midnight Ride with Gray Man Prepping. Friday night on Camp Patton Family Compound, froze. Friday night is 10 o'clock Eastern. And that's Friday night on the homestead. Try to stick to gardening and homesteading issues on that one. Saturday is Survival Saturday. I do get a lot of doctors in on that one, so it'll be a Survival Saturday with the doctors. Like last night, we had Doc Bones and Nurse Amy on it. Got Dr. Paul Ruffin, Dr. Ron Boggs, trying to get Dr. Jack Wolfson in here, the Healthy Heart Doctor as well. And that's at 6 o'clock Eastern time on Saturdays. And those are my 5 live streams I do a week. If you have questions, like, all right, on Gray Man Prepping, sorry, John, got to put that out here. On the Gray Man level and the Survivalist level, you get, as part of that level, you get a certain amount of time per year, one-on-one private live stream, not being broadcast. It's like a I can't think of the name of one of the ones where you just say, people get on, just chit chat to each other, sort of like a Zoom meeting. But it's private and it's just you and me, and you can ask any questions you want, and I'll answer any questions. And the channel members get that on Gray Man Prepping as a 1-to-1. So if you have any other questions, that's what it is. And so $1.99 a month for the survivalist level, and for the prepper level, Gray Man level, and $9.99 for the survivalist level. And of course, the $9.99 gets a whole bunch more hours. You get a lot more hours than the other one does. So,
Thank you so much, Gil. I appreciate everything you do to help me, help the channel, help out people. Because that's what it's all about, is everybody helping out each other.
Oh, Joe, I got something for you to help you real quick. People, since you can't do super chats or super stickers right now for Grow Big TV, you can send Joe an Amazon gift card. It's easy. Just send email, put it in there, and send him one, and he gets all the money. Then YouTube doesn't get any of it.
Well, I appreciate that, Gil. Happy Mail comes in surprises all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always good to get something in the mail. Always is great. It's like, whoa, I got mail. Yes, it's not a bill.
That's very good.
That's going to be great. Second, Serena goes along the line. It says strawberry salvage. There's no comment. I'm sorry about that. Serena, I'm just typing as seeds I had fast. Everybody kind of knew what I was talking about. That was today's seeds I was giving away. Okay, guys. So, Gil, thank you so much. And I'm going to go to my wheel quick, and we're going to end the chat. So thank you so much, Gil. I appreciate everything. And I'll see you during the week.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gil. So, guys, go check out Gray Man Prepping. Prepping Camp Patton Family Compound. Go go become a member of his channel. So much great information, and he's always live all the time. How could you beat that? So information's always there. So I'm so happy he came on that late. So we're gonna go to the wheel quick. It's already 9:15, guys. That was freaking fast. That was a fast live. Tuesdays and Thursdays is going to be great this week. So hope you guys go to Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 o'clock. And it's going to be an awesome, awesome interviews this week. Okay, here we go. So for I'll save that for next week. Let's just give away books. So adaptions. So we're going to give adoptions book away. Let's give that away first. Let's go. If you don't want the book, you want these, there you go.
And rod in hand.
Congratulations to Tammy. Got to make sure you email me if you want to win. Here we go. Next one's the Herbal Handbook. Herbal Handbook.
Project.
The Wickershire Project. So this is an awesome book, Billy. The Herbal Handbook. So congratulations. Awesome. You know what? Let's just go to seeds. So let me get out of here quick. We're going to put in, just trying to be fast, guys. And yes, I know about the comma, Serena. Giveaway tool. Just hold on 1 second, guys. So let's put in hashtag Serena. Put hashtag Serena in. Hashtag Serena. Let's give out some more seeds. Again, I would not pick the strawberry for the seed, guys. The reason why, because I believe there's been more than 7 winners. So salvia, viola, petunia. And I'll put another seed packet probably in there. Yes, Fox and Outdoors. We have 6 challenges. 6 challenges. The Peter Pepper Challenge is not out there yet, but we have the 6 challenges we will have. There's only been 1 video out so far. We have the, let me look at my notes so I don't screw it up. Hashtag Serena. Man, did I screw up my notes? Man, I screwed up my notes. Oh, well. So there's 6 challenges. We have the first one is the watermelon radish. Then we have the Detroit red beet, Dr. Ritchie's tomato, the Peter Pepper, the Mammoth sunflower, and the zucchini. So you got to register and put all in. And we have we have the hot dog eating contest. There's only 2 contestants so far, Carrie Leonard and Wickershire Project. If we do not get any more contestants, we're going to cancel the contest. So if you want to enter the hot dog eating contest, enter it. You could win the more people, the bigger the prize. All you have to do is eat 8 hot dogs within 5 minutes, or maybe even 2. So that's all you have to do. Hashtag Serena. Okay, so I would cancel out of the strawberries because there's probably enough strawberries. Oh, you can't see me. Okay, hold on. I see you guys can't see me. I don't know why I'm having problems doing this, guys. Okay, see if you guys see hashtag Serena now. Let's see if it pops up. It's the Sabrett hot dogs. So Sabrett hot dogs, you got 5 minutes. It's by time. So if you finish 8 hot dogs in 2 minutes, then that's your time, 2 minutes. But we're not going more than 5 minutes. You have 8 Sabrett hot dogs, 8 rolls, and look, you come on my live. It's Thursday, and there you go. You can't beat that. I think that's absolutely amazing. It's not that hard. It's not too many hot dogs where you're going to kill yourself. That's only for people like with 40 or whatever hot dogs, It's 8 hot dogs, 5 minutes. That's it. You got to eat the roll. You got to have a roll. You got to show yourself on TV. You have to go to the hot dog eating post on Grow Big TV and say all in that contest. So again, we'll cancel. Can't eat the bread. I get it. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. The contest. Not easy to eat the bread in time wise. So 8 hot dogs, 8 Sabrett hot dogs. You got 5 minutes. Put all in under the registration post. And if we don't get any more, we can't. Yeah, 8 hot dogs is a lot. But for Billy and I, 8 hot dogs is bananas. Okay, here we go. First winner. Seeds. First one was... Here we go, all the way around. There we go, and there we go, round, 40 entries. Wow, 40 entries. That's pretty awesome. Me and My Shadow. That's the first winner. Here we go. Here goes the second one. Good luck. Congratulations to all the winners today. You guys are awesome. Terry, I don't know if I could eat 8 hot dogs. And actually, you know what? Probably not. Shani 2003, congratulations. Today I could eat 8 hot dogs, but when I contest and after the colonoscopy, I'm starting my diet right after there. I'm cleaning myself out with the colonoscopy, and I don't plan on eating too much after that. And it's not going to be 8 hot dogs. So here we go. Next one. Yes, you must have bread. Sabrett is the brand name. Yep. Rick, congratulations to Rick. Here we go. Draw again. Suzanne Goulet. And last winner of the night. The Wickershire Project. All right. So, thank you everyone for coming to Grow Big TV tonight. It was a great live, and they got a lot of winners out. A lot of people are growing. Everybody's getting excited to grow now. Man, I got a lot to clean up in here. We got awesome lives on Tuesdays and Thursday, and it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be awesome live. And I hope every single person's here. Invite other people on, and guests like this should be on TV, not on YouTube. Well, this is TV, right? And we are Grow Big TV. Anyway, thank you guys for the emails. You guys are awesome. Anyway, we'll see you guys on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Everyone have a good night. Be safe. Whoop.